hear Coach Mark yelling, hip out, get your knees in, and I'm trying and just couldn't. I don't know if there's any tips or.
You know, I'll tell you this. When you already get into a position where they pass your guard, the time to escape is before they get side control, because there's the beginning, middle, end of his positional objective. If his objective is side control and you got the side control, he's already at the end. So it's very difficult to already just expect to just get out of that side control when they're trying to hold you, because he's got the points for the pass. It's not in any hurry, and you want to make the other person work harder than you're working to wear them down. Any opponent is easier to submit when they're more tired and fatigued. So you want to work on making them work harder than you're working. And a side control is a good way to do it, especially if you're really trying. What you have to do at that point is begin to slow down the movement and to get a proper position where you can begin to dig yourself out slowly. Like if you were in one of those horror movies where they just buried you alive and you got like 3-4 layers of dirt on top of you, you're gonna bury yourself out slowly. You're not gonna just explode out of that, casket or that box or whatever, and you're gonna like slowly chip away and make sure the dirt doesn't fall onto you. Maybe it falls over there and somehow, I don't know, figure out how to get out of the situation. Show me what he was doing.
I mean, from what I remember.
How did you, what happened before he put you in side control? Do you remember?
It was from stand-up, I believe. It's all a blur still. I haven't
I hear you. We probably have it somewhere. So was he on this side or
yeah,
that?
he was on this side of me.
Probably, yeah.
I remember.
And he was just here, and I couldn't, I don't know if he was heavier or what, but I couldn't hip out and get my knees in.
Understandable. So you also have to kind of recognize that if you flip this position, and whenever you're on top, you have to kind of begin to record what you usually do to control the person when you're on top, so that when you're on the bottom, you can begin to identify the correct things that the top person is trying to do and has to do to control you, so that you can begin to understand where their control points are. In a side control, the thing that's bad for me is being flat. The thing that's good for him is me being flat. Me being on, because I'm not gonna move out of the way. But then you have to realize, are they controlling really dominantly primarily your hips or your head? They can't really do both. So if he's controlling your hip right here, it's going to be hard to move. Mm-hmm. And oftentimes it may be possible to insert your hands, but I don't want to get frantic because it's going to wear me down. I want to slow down the movement, and I want to make it uncomfortable for him to hold me in the side control. So in this situation, one thing is vital is this arm right here, to frame this hip, because for me to remove him from side control to evict him means to reconnect my right elbow and my right knee. So they have to be already more prepared and kind of, let's say, ready to reconnect, because you got the side control theoretically because your elbow and knee separated, contact, obviously, or else you wouldn't be in side control. So whenever you have side control, meaning that whenever you have, you're on the bottom side control, and you feel that they're really holding you, okay? So go ahead, hold me, okay? I'm gonna move a little bit here, and I'm gonna let him move around, because what I wanna do is I wanna begin to slowly turn to my side, okay? One thing that I learned that's a lot easier to get out of side control is not to create an open guard scenario, but to try to get him into a half guard, or to try to get this as an underhook. But because he's controlling the hip, it's harder. So what I want to do is I want to keep turning to the side of it and begin to get my arm underneath here, okay? So I can begin to kind of control his knee, because this knee has to be controlling my hip and preventing this leg from reconnecting. So he's probably going to be driving forward with this knee. So now as I get this grip on his inside knee, hold me a little bit tighter, okay? I have control of his knee right here. Now my right leg is on the mat right here, okay? Flat by his knee. So what I'm doing is that I keep shifting his weight this way, because what he's gonna wanna do is he's gonna wanna roll me flat. Throw me flat, are you using your right foot to push?
Yeah, I got it with my knee.
Okay, good. So watch. So I keep pushing this way, he rolls me flat, and then you get the side control right here. I mean, not side control, half guard. Okay? From here, half guard, I begin to already slowly improve my position into a closed guard, or I have a hook right here, and I can begin to elevate him. Okay? Not gonna be easy, but that right there, I found to be one of the most effective ways to get out of side control. Way more effective than the conventional, I'm gonna frame the head, I'm gonna scoop my hips out and all kind of stuff. Because what you're doing is that you're being very discreet about what you're doing, and you're forcing him just to keep you flat. The second he pushes with his right foot, his knee will come off the mat. So as we're here, this hand, you're just right here, okay? And I want to be turning onto my side. Because right here, I can begin to, even here, push him in, okay? I'm already in a better situation, okay? I have a posture deep, half right here, okay? I have already the ability to begin to frame here. I have a hook right here. Maybe I even have a full guard recovery. But that's way more effective. And you'll see, that this arm right here, oftentimes, they're holding here, and that's not the right place to hold. I need to understand that I need to see, control my hips. Hips, 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 yeah, right there, okay? So as I'm here, my right knee is already ready. This hand right here shouldn't be on the back, it should be here, so I can turn on my side. He wants to roll me flat, okay? Now I'm already in a good situation. Although I don't have that underhook, I'm here, okay? And now I can begin to get this out right here and just maybe recover a guard, all right? So watch. You're gonna do it the same thing. I'm just gonna skip. Flat is bad, side is good. So as I'm here, okay, how do I control your hip is like this,
Right.
okay? So I'm not as much controlling your head as this right here. But here, I'm not controlling your hip. So you can frame and hip out and shove that knee in there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you have to identify what they're doing here. So let's say if he's doing this right here, okay?
That's more so where it is.
Correct. Correct. So now your right hand, reach down and grab the inside of my knee and push it all the way out, okay? As this hand right here, wrap it over and pinch your elbow so I can't extract the underhook right here, okay? Your right knee should be, yes, connected to the outside. And your right hand should be just extending, pushing my knee out, okay? So here, what you're gonna do is, your left hand is gonna just push this way so that as I push this way here, all right, that's it. And your right hand immediately retracts and goes to my hip right here. Yes, and frame turn to the side. And bring your right knee inside. Yes, right there. Now look, this happens right here. You have a hook, and now this underhook is a liability for me as you elevate, turn me. Okay, and now we're here. Go back. So now, I want this right here. I want to push it and connect my knee to the outside. Because now, you see how I'm on my side? So, you were here, correct? Yeah. Okay. Your knee has to be driving into my, yeah, right there. Correct. So now there's tension here. This hand pinches here, so he can't extract my left elbow. And this foot right here is free. I'm gonna move it out this way, and I'm gonna start turning onto my side. Right here, okay? Now this right here can bring here. Even if he keeps driving it forward, I'm okay with that. Right? Let's say he even gets past it, he stops it, and I was able to achieve the underhook. So it's this slow digging out, out, out. But this is way more effective. And you can set up an underhook. Because the second you go into half guard, they got kind of a problem. Does that kind of make sense? So you gotta have tension. And you notice that when you have tension, you just need more tension. So one last time, so everybody can see.
More tension here.
Yeah, so because my legs are longer, look right here. So with your right hand, yes, keep your hand and pinch, yes. This hand, if you grab my knee, because this is me controlling your, yes, push and turn to your side, extend your right, yes, yeah, put your right knee, yes, right there, good. Now, yes, look. So see, you're not lifting with your right hand. Get a better grip. You have a shitty grip. Push. See, and the advantage here, he's got a chunk of hair too. Okay?
I was trying not to grab your leg. I could feel it. You call it a shitty grip.
No, it was because you felt like you had like this grip. You need like yeah, like a guard type of grip. Now, yes, now your right knee should be pushing into my outside knee.
Okay.
So that as your left hand pushes me this way, I push that. Yes. Yeah, but you gotta lift it at the same time as your right knee slides under. Okay, ready? There you go. Good. Now right hand goes to this frame, and now start recovering guard. Recovering guard. I begin to push here, underhook. And now slide under. That's better. See? You would have done that, you would have won. Yeah. Try that. Let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3. Last